Hello, 7th standard CBSE children. Have a good day. Have a nice day. I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to this radio session for the academic year 21-22. Right? So far, for the past 4 videos, you have learnt nutrition in plants and nutrition in animals with some introduction. I hope you have understood. You have understood what is the content of the lesson. Is it not? Today we are going to do video number 5, Nutrition in Animals, part 1. We are going to do in detail as part 1 and part 2. Okay. Now in nutrition in plants, we say plants are autotrophic and they can prepare their own food by the process photosynthesis. I hope you remember that. And this process of photosynthesis, the raw materials required by the plants are what are all? Carbon dioxide and water. Whereas sunlight and chlorophyll are the essential part for the process of photosynthesis in preparation of photosynthesis. I hope you remember that. What are the equations for photosynthesis? C6. What will you say? Equation for photosynthesis: 6CO2 plus 6H2O in presence of chlorophyll and sunlight will give C6H12O6 plus O2, that is 6O2, and that O2 is evolved as a byproduct. I hope you remember. In our textbook, it is written as carbon dioxide plus water in words. Okay, but you should know the equation using chemical symbols. I hope you already learned that. It will be in the QB also. Right? Today, in video 5, we are going to do nutrition in animals, part 1. What is nutrition? Taking food for getting energy and doing day-to-day activities. Right? And for doing this process nutrition, there are some components required. They are called nutrients. Those components are called nutrients. And these nutrients are carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins and minerals, and roughage and water. These are the components of food as nutrients. What are all? Carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals, roughage and water. I hope you remember this. So that is nutrition and nutrients. And in animals, they are called heterotrophic. They do heterotrophic nutrition. What does it mean? Animals cannot prepare their own food, so they depend on other organisms. So the organisms which depend on other organisms for food, they do heterotrophic nutrition. They cannot prepare their own food. So animals and certain plants as parasites and saprophytes, they are called heterotrophs, and the process is called heterotrophic nutrition. I hope you follow this. So for doing this process nutrition, the animals have to take the food, and that food has to be utilized by the body, has to be synthesized and utilized by the body. So the process of heterotrophic nutrition is digestion. And that digestion involves 5 steps. Process of digestion involves stages as ingestion, ingestion, digestion, ingestion, digestion, can you recollect? Ingestion, digestion, absorption, ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. These are the 5 steps. These are the 5 stages or steps in nutrition in the process digestion. What are all? Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and egestion. I hope you follow this. Now taking in food is ingestion, and that food has to be going to the various parts of the digestive organ, otherwise we say digestive system, where the food is digested and then synthesized. And then that synthesized food has to be absorbed. That's why the digested food has to be absorbed and then synthesized. That synthesis is assimilation. And after assimilation, the undigested food is centered. That is egestion. Okay. So those process of digestion we will go in detail, and then we will learn the digestive system in human. We do digestive system in human in this video session. Okay. Now this ingestion, different animals take food in different way. For example, amoeba will take whole food. Yeah, with the help of pseudopodia. First, amoeba, it takes food with the help of pseudopodia. Yeah? So this is pseudopodia. Last time we studied. Amoeba takes food with the help of pseudopodia. When this is a food process, it is entering into it, and that forms the food vacuole. At the nutrition in amoeba we will go in detail. Okay. So amoeba takes food by putting pseudopodia, otherwise putting forth pseudopodia, and then butterfly sucks nectar with the help of proboscis. Butterfly sucks nectar with the help of proboscis. Proboscis na the neelama meesu mari kuttin irukumla adu with the help of proboscis. Okay, adonda big straw mari urinju adu pere siphoning. That is called siphoning. Okay, so this way different animals take food in different way. I hope you follow this. So in our textbook, it is said that nutrition in animals. What is it? Animals get their food from plants. Take page 11. In our textbook, page 11. Animals get their food from plants either directly or indirectly by eating plants, or indirectly by eating animals that eat plants. I repeat, animals get their food from plants either directly by eating the plant. Grass eating animals herbivorous animals. They are either directly by eating plants or indirectly by eating animals that eat plants. I hope you follow. Then some animals eat both plants and animals. They are carnivores, secondary consumers. Then all organisms including human require food for growth, repair and functioning of the body. I repeat, all organisms including human require food for growth, repair and functioning of the body. And animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement. What are all? Carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals, roughage and water. They are nutrient requirement. Then mode of intake of food or mode of taking food. Some we will eat with our hand, food enters in. Amoeba takes food with the help of putting forth pseudopodia. And butterfly sucks nectar through proboscis. Is it not? That is mode of intake of nutrients. And its utilization of the body. And utilization in the body. I hope you understand. Then you have studied in class food that consists of many components. The R 1 to 6 as a fill up carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals and roughage. R is I repeat, carbohydrate. The R filling you have to write. Okay, carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals and roughage. 6 fill-ups you need to fill up, right? The components of food such as carbohydrates, they are complex substances. So they have to be broken into simpler forms. Okay, and the breakdown of complex components of food into simpler one is called digestion. The process of breaking down of complex food components into simpler ones, that process is called digestion. I hope you understand. Then different ways of taking food mark the mode of taking food into the body varies in different organisms. In what way? Bees and hummingbirds suck nectar from plants. Bees and hummingbirds, even butterfly, suck nectar from plants. Infants of human and many other animals feed on mother's milk. That is. Snakes like pythons swallow the animals they prey upon. The whole food, the palm, the whole food. And aquatic animal filter tiny food particles floating nearby and feed upon them. I repeat, some aquatic animals filter tiny food particle floating nearby and feed upon them. I hope you understand this. So this is different ways of taking food. Are you clear? Then we fill up this activity table 2.1. Another amazing fact given, starfish feeds on animals covered by hard shells of calcium carbonate. And after opening the shell, the starfish pumps out its stomach through its mouth to eat the soft animal tissue inside the shell. The stomach then goes down back into the body and food is slowly digested. Around the starfish. Now you will fill up the table 2.1. Fill up the table 2.1. Fill up the table 2.1 as I said now. As snail, there are words given at the bottom. With the help of those words you have to fill up. Are you ready? Snail, kind of food, lower plants, mode of feeding, sucking. Snail, lower plants, sucking. And sugar, food particle, scrapping. Scrapping na bichorandolya erubavey edukkuradhu. And sugar and food particle by scrapping. La spelling and the words la irukku. Note the correct spelling. So and sugar, food particles by scrapping. And the eagle, lower animals and small birds. Eagle, lower animals and small birds. And the mode of feeding is capturing and swallowing. Ediko, bookle ediko. Capturing and swallowing. Are you doing? Hummingbird is given in our textbook. Hummingbird, small insects capturing. Hummingbird, small insects capturing. Lice na pain. Blood by sucking. Mosquito, blood by sucking. Butterfly, nectar by sucking. And housefly, sugar by sucking. Are you noting down? So this so this table, I repeat, please fill it up. Kind of food, lower plants, sugar, food particles, lower animals and small birds, small insects, blood, nectar and sugar. Light it. Karandirkitam. Blood, nectar and sugar. I hope you understand. Then mode of feeding as sucking, scrapping, capturing and swallowing. I repeat, first one sucking, second scrapping, capturing and swallowing, again capturing, sucking, ellame sucking. I hope you follow this. Are you clear? So now for activity 2.1, this is. I hope you are noting down. Check. Then we will go to next session, process of digestion. Process of digestion. Now this process of digestion has ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Right? And these 5 steps, they are taking place in the digestive system and the associated digestive glands. Right? So now we do the digestive system as this process, digestive system is starting from the mouth like this. When I am drawing, you just follow. That's why I am doing now. Starting from the mouth and then it is the esophagus. It is esophagus and then the stomach. Right? And then it is followed by small intestine. After that is the large intestine. 1 minute. Just follow this. Can you? You have to do like this. Right? And then this is small intestine. This is small intestine. I am drawing this because you have to see where I am starting and where it is ending. That is the reason I am drawing now. hope you follow this. So now this digestive system, it is human digestive system. Human digestive system. Sorry. Now starting from the mouth, this is mouth. Following that is the esophagus or the food pipe. And that food pipe, it is continued as muscular elastic stomach. And that stomach, it is followed by a small U-shaped duodenum. U-shaped duodenum, which is included under small intestine. Okay? And then this is small intestine. This is small intestine, and this bigger one, J shape, it is large intestine. Okay? So now this large intestine, this is called ascending colon, and this is transverse colon, and this is known as descending colon. Descending colon. Following that is the rectum and anus. I hope you understand this. So first, the digestive system and associated glands. We are saying starting from the mouth, it is continued as food pipe or esophagus. And that esophagus is continued with the muscular elastic stomach. And then it is with the small U-shaped duodenum. And that duodenum includes the small intestine. Right? And then continuation is the small intestine and then the large intestine. Okay. And following that, the associated glands with the digestive system is the liver. And then the pancreas. And then the pancreas. So the glands detailed. And then the salivary gland. I hope you follow this. So now I say the process of, the digestive system, it includes first from the mouth, that is surrounded by the buccal cavity and a set of heterodont. I will come to that next. A set of heterodont. Heterodont, different types of teeth. And then stomach, esophagus or food pipe, stomach, continuation in the duodenum, small intestine, large intestine, and then the anus. Just a minute, we will continue. So, the digestive system in human, that includes the organ as mouth, which is having the buccal cavity and then heterodont. This buccal cavity, when you open your mouth, we find we are opening the mouth with the help of as upper and lower jaw. When you are opening upper jaw and lower jaw. And that mouth opening, we call it as oral cavity. Inside the mouth, we are naming it as oral cavity or buccal cavity. Oral cavity or buccal cavity. And that buccal cavity, it is having a muscular tongue. A fleshy muscular tongue. Okay. And when we show, it is muscular tongue where the one end is free and other end is attached. attached at the base of the throat region. That is muscular tongue. And this muscular tongue, it is below that. Can you see one fold? This fold, that is called frenulum. The muscular tongue is attached to the floor of the buccal cavity. That is floor of the buccal cavity with the line mari or flat muscle. That is called frenulum. Are you clear? And then this tongue, it is formed of numerous taste buds. Tongue is formed of numerous taste buds. I hope you understand. And then these taste buds, what are all we know as sweet, bitter, hot, and salty. Sweet, bitter, sour, sour and tuvarpu. Right? So when you just taste sugar whereas if it is a bitter one, kasapna, konja ulla poi kadichatta namakku theriyum. Is it not? So the taste buds are distributed in such a way with the 4 different types of the taste. I hope you follow. So the buccal cavity is having a muscular fleshy tongue attached to the floor of the buccal cavity with the help of a flat muscular flap called frenulum. Okay, and then the upper and lower jaw, they are provided with heterodont, that is different types of teeth. And in human, we say it is as diffeodont. In human, normally we call it as diffeodont. Diffeodont, where we have 2 sets of teeth as first the newborn baby up to age of 4 to 5 years will have a set of teeth that is called milk teeth. I hope you understand. The newborn baby from the age of 1 to 5 is having a set of teeth called milk teeth. Then as the child grows, this milk teeth is replaced by permanent teeth. So this 2 sets of teeth as milk teeth and permanent teeth, they are called, that condition is known as diffeodont. I hope you understand. Heterodont, permanent teeth will have different types of teeth. And then we come across another term called tecodont. We come across another term called tecodont, where the teeth is inserted into a socket. நம்ம கம் வச்சிரோம்ல, ஈர்னு தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவோம் இல்ல, அதுக்குள்ள தான் அந்த பல்ல வந்து புதைச்சிருக்கும் இல்ல. So that is that gum, the ஈர்னு சொல்றதுல, that is where the teeth is fitted in. That is known as tecodont. I hope you understand. So this is diffeodont, tecodont and heterodont. We come across the terms. Now this heterodont, we have it as incisors, canine, premolar and molar. Heterodont, they are incisors, spelling pachko, canine, premolar and molar. What second spelling padi? Incisors, canine, molars and premolars. I repeat, incisors, canine, premolar and molar. Are you clear? Now these incisors, canine, premolar and molar, are the Ticodont condition in upper and lower jaw. I hope you follow. So there are 4 incisors. The மேல number எல்லாம் upper jaw, கீழ இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் lower jaw. Right? So 4 incisors, 2 canine, 4 premolar and 6 molars. Same way 4 to 4, 6. So totally 16 in the upper jaw. 6, 10, 16. So 16 teeth in the upper jaw and 16 in the lower jaw. So totally there are 32 teeth in human. That is heterodont condition. And this is called the presence as, this is known as dental formula. Dental formula, where we write this is incisors, canine, premolars and molars. This is dental formula. Now these types of teeth, they say incisors, they are meant for biting or slicing the food. Incisors are meant for biting the food, and canine is for tearing the flesh. நம்ம இத கடிக்கணும்னா இந்த பல்லுல தானே கடிப்போம். So actually இது வந்து incisors, அடுத்த ரெண்டு வந்து canine, அதுக்கு அப்புறம் செட் வந்து இந்த கடவா பல் சொல்லுவோம்ல, அது வந்து premolars and molars. சரியா? So incisors for biting, canine for tearing the food, premolars for grinding the food, and molar for grinding and reducing into pulp. Grinding and reducing into pulp. I hope you understand. So now in our textbook, as activity 2.2, page 12, there is a table given. You please fill it up. Page 12, how many kinds of teeth do you find? How many kinds of teeth do you find? We have 4 kinds. What are all? They are incisors, canine, premolars and molars. Can I repeat? Incisors, spelling pathuko, canine, premolars and molars. Which teeth do you find for biting and cutting? Biting in the style and the rental incisors. For binding and cutting. Which one for piercing? That is canine. And which one for chewing and grinding is premolars and molars. Both of them are meant for chewing and grinding. I hope you understand. So fill up and cutting and biting. Lower jaw and upper jaw 2 per total 4. And piercing and tearing, lower jaw 4, upper jaw 4, total 8. And chewing and grinding 10 per. 10 per total 20. So totally there are 32 teeth. I hope you understand. So this is the activity where you have to complete in the textbook. And then one more part. This set of teeth, நம்ம புக்கில் இருக்கு, எந்தால காட்டுறேன். இது வந்து milk teeth in adult. அதில் வந்து இந்த ப்ரீமோலார் மோலாரில் வந்து ரொம்ப டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் கிடையாது. So we have incisors, canine and molars. This is milk teeth. Whereas this one is adult. We have in our textbook the diagram, you will check. Right? Then this is the diagram. Incisors, nadul nalla front la irukkiradhu incisors, இந்த பல்லு தான் canine, and then premolar, molar. Premolar க்கு molar க்கு difference என்னன்னா, இங்க மேல அந்த திக்கோடான்ட்டுக்குள்ள உள்ள அந்த பல் போர்ஷன் வந்து broad-ஆ இருக்கும் and then sharp-ஆ இருக்கும். Whereas molarல வந்து டீகோடாட்டுக்குள்ளே உள்ளது வந்து பெருசாகி அது வந்து நடுவில் பிரான்ச்சிங் மாதிரி இருக்கும். அதுதான் molas. I hope you follow this. So here teeth help to physically break down and mash the food into smaller pieces by chewing it so that it can be swallowed. And they are fixed firmly in the socket, that is thecodont, and in the jaws. The first set of teeth push out of the gum, that is the fleshy part of the covering and the jawbone when baby is about 6 or 7 months old. They are called milk teeth, right? And there are 10 in each jaw. Then milk teeth start falling out because of the permanent teeth occurrence. And permanent teeth are much bigger. And as I said, there are 16 permanent teeth in the upper jaw and 16 in the lower jaw. Right? So now the structure of tooth, just listen and just give a reading. Our teeth covered by protective coat of a substance called enamel. Nama white enamel. Although it is the hardest substance in the human body, it can be eaten away by eating bacteria present in the mouth. Then நம்ம ஃபுட்டு சாப்பிட்றோம்ல அப்போ வந்து saliva will be secreted and that saliva will be just நம்ம வாய் உமிழ்நீர் சொல்லுவது saliva. அதனால் அது கூட ஏதாவது bacteria will also be present. So these bacteria present in the mouth feed on the leftover food. இது careful படி. The bacteria present in the mouth feed on the leftover food in the mouth and release acid, and that cause small hole in the enamel. Chattapal solole decay, tooth decay. This causes tooth decay. Otherwise we say dental caries. Okay. Then sticky sugary food like chocolate, candy and carbonated drinks increase the risk of tooth decay, and sugary food should be avoided to avoid tooth decay, right? Then tongue, when we are talking about tongue is a muscular flap present in the floor of the buccal cavity. It mixes food with saliva, that is the digestive enzyme. Next we will learn. It mixes the food with saliva and pushes the food so that we can swallow it. Swallow na murungadhu, right? Then these tongue surface, they are with the taste bud that helps us to detect the taste. என்னெல்லாம் taste இருக்கேன்? Sweet, salt, sour and bitter. I hope you follow this. So this is about the tongue, where we should know one more word, that is called frenulum. And then now this mouth, it is continued as pharynx and that throat portion. And of this pharynx, it receives different openings. What are all? First, food pipe. The mouth cavity is opening into the pharynx. And then the nasal cavity, that nasal cavity, that is also opening into the pharynx. And then to ear. When the air enters, the sound air enters into that sound wave, that is also opening into the pharynx. To 3. So move it under R. I hope you follow. And then when we are eating, and the that is a small flap, that is called epiglottis, that takes part in respiration. So that is also opening into the pharynx. So these are the openings into the pharynx. and then this pharynx continued as the food pipe or the esophagus. See the spelling for esophagus, right? And then that is continued as stomach. Now the stomach is a muscular elastic wall which is formed of lining of gastric glands. Stomach with the lining of gastric glands which secrete gastric enzymes, right? And continuation is the small intestine, where the small intestine, which in turn formed of inverted U-shaped duodenum, C-shaped duodenum, and then the dot putting large intestine marakkam. So the dot வந்து jejunum, and then small intestine proper. Jejunum and small intestine proper. I hope you follow. And then this small intestine is continued as large intestine. And before it opens, this large intestine, it is further as colon, rectum and anus. Colon, rectum and anus. Now this colon, it is as somewhat J-shaped structure like this. நம்ம தமிழ்ல ரான ஏடோல அந்த மாதிரி as ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon. Continued as rectum opening into anus. Are you clear? Now the small intestine is continued as large intestine, and before that it is having a small blind pouch that is called cecum, and it is a vestigial organ. Vestigial organ, it is present in the body but there is no function, right? Vestigial organ. H1 cecum is a blind pouch at the beginning of large intestine. I hope you are listening. Now when this cecum is getting inflamed due to some accumulation of fluid, person will be suffering from the condition called appendicitis. Person will be suffering from the condition called appendicitis. அதனால ரொம்ப வயிற்று வலியால துடிச்சு போனோன்னா டாக்டர் may diagnose for this appendicitis, and immediate treatment, the treatment for that is the immediate removal of this cecum. But there is no dangerous condition for the body. So that is about the cecum. Then this is ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, rectum and anus. I hope you follow this. And then associated with the digestive system are the digestive glands. Now these digestive glands, they are taking part in the process of digestion. Very important. And they secrete enzyme. The biochemical substance enzyme. Now these digestive glands are salivary gland, gastric gland in the stomach, and then liver. This is the liver. And then pancreas will secrete pancreatic juice, and small intestine will secrete small intestinal juice. These secretions will take part in biochemical reaction during the process of digestion. That when we learn the process of digestion and absorption, we will study about the role of liver, pancreas and small intestine. I hope you understand this. So this is for digestive system description. And one thing you should know, the description while diagram while doing. The mouth inge varayilla, then continued as esophagus. So in the esophagus enga mudiyadho angada inda anus opening irukkanam. சரியா? And then இதுக்குள்ளதா நான் கை வைக்கிறேன் பாரு, இது சின்னதா தான் you have to do the ascending and descending colon and the liver இதுக்குள்ள அடக்கணும். Because the symmetry that we are doing, இங்கே மவுத்னா இங்கே ஏனஸ் வரல, நீ இது தள்ளி போட்டேன்னா digestion நடக்காது. I hope you follow this. So this symmetry while doing the diagram you have to maintain. I hope you follow. So this is the description for digestive system. So all these technical terms you please go through. The next video session we will continue. So this is our video number 5, chapter 2, nutrition in animals. In previous video we have done some introduction for nutrition in animal. That also you just have an idea and you will start learning from this video, nutrition in animals part 1. We will continue in the next video session. Thank you.